at the start was I could just feel all the segments as I was running, so it sort of felt like I was running on a boardwalk or something like that. So a playfully weird ride is how On actually described the Monster on their website, so I found that pretty interesting and pretty intriguing. But the Monster is a neutral max cushion road running shoe. So priced in Australia here, $260, $170 in the US, so that seems pretty expensive in comparison to shoes in Australia. Also weight-wise, 275 grams or 9.7 ounces in a men's size 9. Stack height-wise, 34 millimeters in the rear, 28 in the front, giving us a 6 millimeter drop. So in the upper here, they've got a pretty breathable engineered mesh. However, this mesh I've found is a bit stiff and rigid, well, it has been for my first few runs. But build quality, so second On shoe that I've got, build quality is excellent again. So I've actually got this one to compare with the On Cloud Eclipse. So that's actually why I've finally got my hands on this On Cloud Monster. But yeah, so heel counter wise, we've got a pretty solid heel counter. It's not overbuilt though, which is good. It's good to see. So we've got some movement up around the top. We've got a nice amount of padding up around the heel collar, so I really like that. But yeah, the heel feels nice and secure around all this padding. So I'm getting a pretty good lockdown out of this shoe. Tongue wise, we've got a really thin tongue. It's like made out of mesh. Very, very breathable tongue. No padding on the tongue. The tongue is gusseted. Yep, tongue's gusseted. Now the lacing system here sort of is, they're using those straps as well. They don't have traditional eyelets. They're just using straps that the laces weave through, like in a snake-like pattern there. Now I actually found, and they don't go straight down the shoe. They sort of go off on an angle on the shoe. So it looks a little bit funny when you put it on, but it actually works. So I think it's a fairly simple lacing system, but it's doing a great job locking my foot down, that's for sure. The fit for me is true to size, but the toe box is on the narrow side. So if you've got a wide foot, just be wary about that. I've got my little toe touches the edge here, and this material, as I said before, is quite stiff. I just hope that softens up. I'm not getting it irritated yet. However, narrow toe box, just be wary about that. And in the midsole here, yeah, they're using their Helion foam again, but this foam is definitely different to the one that they're using in the Eclipse. So they definitely must change up their Helion formulations just to suit each shoe. Yeah, and as you can probably see there, they've got the cloud tech going here, so different shapes as well as what they've got in the Eclipse. They've got these hexagon clouds in this one. So that's obviously there just to give you some cushion in the ride of the shoe. Geometry-wise though, it's got a nice rocker geometry, and on top of those clouds, they've got a speed board. And so how does that ride? Well, I'm going to say interesting. So I think just like on the website, it's, yeah, weird. However, the weirdness for me at the start was I could just feel all the segments as I was running. So it sort of felt like I was running on a boardwalk or something like that. You could just feel the segments in the bottom of the shoe. I got used to that after a little while, and then I started enjoying the ride, and I was like, yeah, this is weird, but I'm kind of liking it. I really, that roll forward in the rocker, really, really nice. And yeah, just the type of cushion. So it's probably on the firmer side, so not soft and squishy, but it feels really, really responsive and quite nimble on the foot. So quite liking the ride so far, and also it's pretty stable. And our outsole, we've got a weird looking outsole here, so all segmented, so it's got segmented parts all the way through, and the shoe looks like it's split in half as well. You can see the speed board through the bottom there, so they've got their outsole rubber. You can see that green outsole rubber they've got in the forefoot on those pads, and also in the high wear areas on the back. Now this rubber is quite thick, however very grippy, so yeah, really tacky, and surprisingly on the dirt roads. I took this on a light trail this morning, and this thing was a beast. So really, really happy with the grip. It looks like it's going to be pretty durable. This outsole rubber looks like it's going to be pretty durable. Surprisingly, I didn't get any rocks caught up there in the speed board, and I didn't get any rocks caught in between the clouds either. But outsole, yeah, weird looking again, but it's doing a great job, so no complaints here. So what I'm liking in this shoe so far is definitely the ride. So got it used to the ride now. I love how it rolls forward, and I just love that feedback of the foam. So not too soft, not too firm, just right. And what I'm still figuring out in this shoe is probably a lot of things. The whole shoe just does seem a bit weird for me, so I'm still trying to work out the whole concept of the clouds and the outsole. So I'm going to say everything. And what I'm disliking about the shoe so far is the fit of the upper. So it actually looks like my foot does not line up in the upper. My foot looks like it comes across in the shoe, and it's like my foot isn't straight in the shoe. Well, On weren't wrong when they said this is a playfully weird shoe, because that's exactly how I've found it so far. Every run that I'm doing in it though, I'm enjoying it more and more. So prediction for this one, I think it's got a long run written all over it. That speedboard, the rocker, that foam, just screams out long run for me. And it actually feels pretty versatile. It feels like pretty snappy. So not too sure yet, however, and I probably do think it's going to last quite a long time. I think durability is going to be pretty good. But again, early stages for me yet. I'm liking this one slightly more than I am the Eclipse at this stage. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Many, many more runs to come in this one. Make sure you got any questions regarding this one. I know I'm late to the game, so you probably have already ran in this one and already sick of it, but I thought I'd throw this one out anyway. Anyway, guys, yeah, comment, question below. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.